And he says, Jesus does, that the kingdom comes patiently. It doesn't come quickly. We've been waiting 2,000 years. 2,000 years ago, the question was, is it time? Jesus, is the kingdom ready? It's kind of like a little kid in the back of the car on the way to vacation with a family. Are we there yet? No, it'll be 2,000 years. Just wait. Right? Plug in your Game Boy. The battery's definitely not going to last for this trip. They're asking Jesus 2,000 years ago, okay, Jesus, you say we're going to the kingdom. Sounds great. Are we there yet? No. The kingdom of God comes patiently. So we need to be patient. Number two, the kingdom of God, Jesus says, comes unexpectedly. He says it doesn't come with a lot of signs and fanfare. It's not like before Jesus returns and the kingdom of God is unveiled and we stand before God for judgment. All of a sudden, there's just banners in the sky. Tomorrow at noon, he's coming back. Note to self, get ready. It's not like that. And so what we need to do is always live preparedly. That if Jesus came back right now, we'd be ready to meet him and stand before him and give an account to him. Now, what this means is most of the garbage sold in Christian bookstores is wrong. The stuff about the end times. Because what people try to do is exactly what Jesus said we were not supposed to do, and that's take all the signs and try and put them together and predict when the end would be. People have been doing this since the days of the New Testament. The Thessalonians did this. They sold all their stuff. They put together charts, sold books, freaked everybody out, sold canned goods, and bottled water, and huddled up. And lo and behold, 2,000 years later, swing and a miss. They didn't get it right. He didn't come back in their lifetime as they were expecting. So Paul tells them, go get a job, go to work. It's going to be a while. Hang in there. There's still kingdom work to be done. So he says it won't be with lots of signs. Now, some of you are too involved in what we'll call eschatology, which is the study of last things. You'll find somebody who reads the newspaper and, follows all of the news reports and then pulls it all together and pulls something out of context from Daniel and something really scary from Jeremiah. And next thing you know, you're buying a book at the Christian bookstore and you're having nightmares and you're freaking out. And Jesus says it's not going to be like that. We're in that time now too. Over 200 different people have predicted the end of the world, professing Christians. The latest of which is a guy who predicts it'll be next month. I think he's predicting May 21st. He predicted it once before in 1994. Obviously that didn't go as well as he was anticipating. So he's predicted May 21st. So here's what I would recommend. And there's billboards everywhere, and they're on CNN, and it's a big whatever. On May 20th, I'm going to plant a tree. And on May 22nd, I'm going to get my photo taken in front of the billboard they have purchased in downtown Seattle with a smirk on my face. Because you don't know when Jesus is coming back. We don't know when Jesus is coming back. And it doesn't matter if they have a chart. Jesus isn't looking at the chart saying, well, that's not what I was thinking, but it's on the chart. It looked very official. A committee met and took a vote. I guess I got to come back then. He really doesn't care about our charts. He says that the kingdom comes patiently, unexpectedly, and it does come obviously. Right? Because every once in a while you'll hear, I hear that the kingdom of God is dawning here and maybe Jesus is coming back and it looks like we're getting to the end. It's not like that. It comes quickly, suddenly, obviously. Jesus says it's like lightning in the sky when he comes back. Have you ever seen a good lightning storm? I still remember the first one I saw as a little boy in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I was at my grandma's house, and I was maybe 10 years of age, and we're out on the plains in the middle of nowhere, the old farmstead of the family. And it was dark out, and thunder just hit and shook the home. Freaked me out. And I looked out the window. I could still remember my grandma was by the sink, and I looked out her kitchen window, and then lightning just exploded out of the sky and lit everything up. Jesus is saying his return, the unveiling of the kingdom of God, will be like that. You won't need anyone to say, hey, there was lightning last night. Yeah, I know. We all saw it and felt it. It was obvious. It was apparent. It was clear. It wasn't off to the side and only a few people saw it and they had to give a report about it. The second coming of Jesus Christ, the unveiling of the kingdom of God, the judgment of the living and the dead, it will be suddenly, unexpectedly, obviously, That's the way it's going to be.